I'm Patrick Wall. I'm the general manager of Coney Island, USA. We're a not-for-profit arts organization here in Coney Island. Our mission is to preserve Coney Island history, very specifically Coney Island art forms like sideshow, burlesque, vaudeville, magic, and to help influence and guarantee consideration towards Coney Island's rich history as its future continues to change and develop. I first came to Coney Island in 1993, and I came out here to work as a sideshow performer. The thing we say in Coney Island when you fall in love with it, you get the sand in your shoes, and I got the sand in my shoes. What I love about Coney Island is it's the genesis of so much American popular culture that we still practice today. The roller coaster started here. The loop-de-loop on a roller coaster started here. The hot dog was born here in Coney Island. The first successful practice of an amusement park, of a theme park, everything that Universal Studios, Disney, Six Flags do successfully today owe that to Coney Island, as it was practiced in Steeplechase, Dreamland, and Luna Park. Also, the method by which we incubate premature babies and save their lives was brought to the United States and perfected in two different amusement parks as sideshows. Dr. Martin CONEY, baby incubation, the infant incubators, was a very famous, very successful attraction, and cemented that technology into the modern medical community. 9 acres of land, which we find ourselves on now, is just the epicenter of so much important American history and things that we still practice today. There's been a lot of inconsiderate action taken against Coney Island and Coney Island's history, and it is an amusement zone. And especially around the 60s, when the bottom, we see the first big decline of amusement parks and amusement zones, and the developers like Fred Trump in New York really took advantage of that, for profit. Fred Trump was probably a little more of a jerk about it than he needed to be, but yeah, he did have a demolition party for Steeplechase when he purchased that land and dismantled it, and he was tearing everything. He scrapped it all. The only thing he didn't scrap was the parachute jump, and it was only because it was cost prohibitive. I think he referred to it as a pile of rust, something of that nature. Something just horribly insulting to the history and the legacy that Steeplechase. And Steeplechase was the first and last park in Coney Island, so it really was there. It was the alpha and the omega. Until you had created just a wonderful thing that had survived for a very long time. And that was really the beginning of the end of what Coney Island had been for so long. And would start, the reduction of the landscape of Coney Island down to what it is now, which is just about 9 acres. That said, the city of New York is realizing that, and they've taken a lot of positive steps towards making Coney Island great again, if I can use a presidential terminology. They, with Zamperla rides, creating, the new Luna Park, a shadow of its former self, but still good. The Alliance for Coney Island, a not-for-profit here in Coney Island, which is a collection of all of the local businesses who are working to make Coney Island be awesome. We're revitalizing, we're renewing, and perhaps we're on the cusp of a new golden age. New York is one of the greatest cities in the country, and it should have one of the greatest playgrounds in the country, and that's really what we're trying to do. We forget to take time off, we forget to take breaks, we forget to play. And it's essential for a healthy mind, it's essential for a healthy spirit, and that's why places like Coney Island